When I was younger, I thought I was really cool and I wanted to be a radio DJ. I wasn't that cool and I wasn't that good at being a radio DJ, but that's what I really wanted to do.
When I was at primary school, I was elected in Year 6 as a school captain of my primary school, which was really exciting. But at the same time, taking on a leadership responsibility and a leadership role at a really young age like that, leadership in primary school requires you to kind of put yourself out there a little bit and have a go and have a crack, and I guess sometimes do something different or take a leap of faith compared to what other people around you are doing. And so when I was doing that, I guess that then opened myself up for bullying, ridicule, and a whole range of different things that I guess weren't very nice.
My biggest worry at primary school was that I wasn't going to fit in and that I wasn't as good as the people around me. I always found sport really easy, and I found easy to fit in doing sports, but just otherwise in like social areas, I found it a little bit awkward and weird.
Well, when I was 12, 13 in my final years of primary school and going into high school, I guess really I was a little bit different, and really what I wanted to do was to keep hanging out and working with young people. And I guess for me, being that age, it was a little bit unusual. When I first got into high school, what I really wanted to do was to run a camp for young people and just give the space for young people to kind of hang out and explore like what it meant to be a person and what it meant to exist in the world. And when I was in Year 7, I actually wrote my first ever like draft for a camp for young people that they would come along to. So I guess when I was younger, I really wanted to be doing the job that I'm doing right now.
When I was younger, my family and I immigrated from South Africa to New Zealand, and what that meant was that yeah, I could probably speak 2 languages, but I was always a little bit different to the people around me, and I didn't fully understand how to fit in.
I'd say that my favourite quote is that comparisons are the thief of joy. And what that essentially means is that when we compare ourselves to others, we actually take away our happiness, we actually take away our joy, we actually take away a whole range of those awesome emotions that we get to feel.
If I could tell my primary school self one thing, it would be that it's okay to be different and don't listen to the people around you. I think that I constantly listened to people around me, which meant that I robbed myself of a whole heap of joy and fun that I could have had, but I also didn't appreciate kind of what I had and where I came from as much as I should have.
Yeah, when I was in primary school, I'd say that my biggest worry was just putting myself out there.
Someone that I really look up to is my best friend Jared. Jared is a little bit younger than me, but he went through something pretty big a little while ago, and the way that he handled it and the way that he cares for people and the attitude that he has to life is something that I really look up to and I really admire. There's no one alive that is you than you. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction that you choose. But you're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where you go.
Something that I would probably tell my primary school self would be just to chill out and take it a bit easier. I guess when I was in year 5 and Year 6, I spent a lot of time just like considering how important things around me were, and don't get me wrong, like things are really important. You're allowed to let your hair down a little bit and have a bit of fun and enjoy the journey that you're on.
There are 2 things I would like people in primary school to know. One, it's okay to be different and it's okay to be a little bit weird, because the things that make you different and weird are the things that are going to make you special later in life. And our greatest strengths and greatest talents come from things that make us a little bit different. And the second thing, be nice to the people around you. Life's tough enough, so why not try and make things a little bit easier for our friends, because we're in this together. Peace out, homies.